Yo, what's up, Playmakers? It's your boy Freddy Davis III on Undrafted Media Group. Yo, check it. We got a great story for y'all today, covering the event that I did with Mighty Joe. Y'all don't want to miss it. But first, we're going to go to the intro. Let's get it! Episode 6, baby!
We got the energy, building integrity. Give me a second.
I feel a wave coming on. Feel a wave coming on. They wanna know what we on. Wanna know what we on. Never quit, we keep going. Never quit, we keep going. Keep that heat up on us, dope. Keep that heat up on us, dope. I feel a wave coming on. Feel a wave.
Yo, so we're going to get into this gig that we did with Mighty Joe. We did some behind the scenes footage and we did some performance shots at this event on February 4th. Shout out to Mighty Joe, man. He's a Christian hip hop artist down in Dallas, Texas. You know what I'm talking about. Dope music, man. So he did this event at the Greenville Legacy Awards. It was their 3rd annual awards. And he was invited to do some music and also, you know, to share a message. So it was great. We had a great time. The place was phenomenal. It was at the Municipal Court in Greenville, Texas. And I honestly believe that it was very encouraging because they talked about the unsung heroes. And they had a couple of people listed when it comes to teaching and professors and people in the community that have been there, that have helped cultivated it, that have just invested their time and their efforts into the community. So can we give a round of applause to Greenville for recognizing these people? You know what I mean? I feel like in cities everywhere, like there should be some kind of appreciation. You know what I'm saying? And if there is already, I don't know about it. But shout out to Greenville, man, for recognizing the hardworking people that have done this and doing it with excellence. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to list out a couple of people, the executive members on this board. We have Emily Thompson. And then if I pronounce your name wrong, please forgive me. All right. There was a person there that was one of the speakers and introducing the nominees and everything for this one category. And yo, when I tell you, when he got a name wrong, they would just correct him as an audience. Like,
runner number 2, and great, and he's great.
It was hilarious. It was in love. It was just funny. So we have on the executive board, we got Emily Thompson, we got Kamitha Thompson Spoon, we have Carolyn Traylor, we have Cedric Dean, and Sandra Bell Linson. All right, so they're on the executive board, and also the founder is Curtis Traylor. He wasn't able to be there in person, but he was definitely there in spirit. And it was a great event. And let me say this, we can't forget the MC of the night, you know what I'm saying? Terrence Gasway was the MC of the night. He had the place going. He had it live going the whole time. So shout out to Terrence Gasway. They had a photographer. They had a 360 booth. They didn't have a videographer, which it really shocked me. Like, you should definitely have a videographer there to capture these moments. And all right, so anyway, let's get you there. I was there for Mighty Joe. All right, I was there for Mighty Joe. We did I was following him around, him and his fiance. Shout out. He's getting married, Joe. He's getting married. So followed them around, got some footage of that. And then also in the performance footage. Oh my gosh. Performance footage was sick. If you have not seen that recap, you gotta go check it out. Matter of fact, we watching it right now. Well, I'll let you play. I'll play some. Go.
Yeah.
If you weren't here,
I got designer on me. He talking Louis Gucci and Prada, but you know I got it on me. Yeah, you know I got it on me. Yeah, you know I got it on me. I keep a couple scripts tucked in my heart. They never try me, I'm dumping. I ain't running from nothing. I'ma hit him with 100 rounds. Flip through the scriptures, I throw me down. I was down, boy, I'm running now. Looky how I run the town. Look at these mates, we on it now. Don't need a cheese piece. I got a piece of cheese. I got a feed. I be sending them back. I keep the wire, you know I be strapped. He coming back, so I gotta feed him. Held by the strap like a zebra. I set the trend like amigos. Fresh out of Egypt, they got me feeling like Moses. Never let go of my people. She's the captain, no sinking my ship.
All right, so you saw the footage. It was sick. Okay, got some, real time footage. Got some slow mo footage. It was great. All right, so I want to talk about the things that was done well. Let's go to the things that was done well. When it comes to this kind of atmosphere, when you're at an award ceremony or something like that, it can be hard to kind of navigate sometimes. In this situation, it wasn't that difficult because the lanes and the how can I say it? The room that I had was really great. It wasn't like people were setting up in the front, or I couldn't get in between the crowd. Like it was a theater in a sense. So it was cool. They had an open spot in the front, which was great. I've never really seen that before. So to have that open area, and I think it's strictly for like people that are capturing the moments, like videographers, photographers. I think that section is for that, or even if you're doing like a choir concert or something like that, you might have your sound people. That's what it was for. It was for the sound people that, have all these equipment and stuff like that. So that's what that, okay, Holy Spirit, thank you. So I was able to maneuver in that. Did some manual transitions, which if you're a videographer, you definitely want to incorporate manual transitions. It just makes it a lot. I don't know if y'all saw it on the recap, but it makes it a lot more dope. We just ran around the whole place when it came to capturing the footage for this. When on the stage, did like a behind the scenes panning behind, while he was doing his thing, speaking that truth, and speaking those bars. So did that. Also included some slow-mo. So I did it a couple of times, actually, not just once, a couple of times. Did some zoom ins, which was pretty dope from the aisles. Did some zoom ins from the aisles. Did some close-up shots, and I didn't take any pictures just because there was somebody already taking the pictures, and I didn't want to interrupt the filming that I was doing. So somebody was taking pictures, so that's cool. So yeah, that was really well. I wanted initially to follow him on the stage. Just some miscommunication there. We weren't able to do that. However, I caught him coming on stage. So, while he was walking out on the stage, I captured that moment, and it made a great intro. So, did his intro to the reason why we were there in the first place. And it was great. Had a great time. So, those are the things that were done well. And even I did capture some other footage for the event. Now, not necessarily, well, I did for the event somewhat. I did a little bit. I was there to capture the moments. I was like, yo, when I found out they didn't have a videographer, I'm like, yo, man, like when you're in the discussion boards and you're getting ready for this event, I just want to say for any event that you have that is going to be some type of memorabilia, right? Something that you want to look back at. You definitely got a budget for a videographer. Listen, if you ain't got the budget for it, just ask people, hey, were you able to come out and do this? We give you an honorarium or something like that, just because you want to capture these moments. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're really important. And the people, the pictures, the photos are good. You know what I'm saying? That must have been their main priority was photography. So I'm not knocking that. That's dope. So at least they have some kind of memorabilia or something to hang on to. And when I look into this, like, there was not only Mighty Joe, but there was also like a youth that performed. And then there was a blues person that performed. I did not stay for the whole thing. Time was of the essence. It's in Greenville. It's like an hour and a half away. I got there at probably 6. I got there at 6, stayed there till like 9-ish. And I had to go. You feel me? I had to go. But it looked like it was a great time. Now, the things that to improve on, right? I wish I would have contacted them, or even they would have contacted me, but they didn't know me. They did not know me. I wish I would have contacted them before the event to see if they needed a videographer to capture those moments, because that could have been a booking on Undrafted Media Group's part. So I still plan on reaching out just to let them know, like, hey, I got some of the footage and I got to do that. Matter of fact, while I'm on here, let me go ahead and do that, because we say stuff and we don't capitalize sometimes. So that's Mighty Joe had tagged me into one of the posts. Professional businesswoman that understand what it means to die. Therefore, I know I must first live. All right, I'm gonna do that on my own time. This is y'all's time, okay? But the things that could have done well is that contact the event, especially if I know, I'm gonna be there, because they don't know who you are. They don't know who's coming necessarily, unless you've built up a relationship and a rapport with them. So, just doing that, and making yourself available if you have some time, and to see what compensation can be done for your time there while you're there. So that's one thing that I've started to learn more on, and not just learn, but actually like act on before I even get to an event, is if you know what the event is, what the event consists of, then go ahead and, if you're going to be there, to make yourself available for that event, for the artist, for the company, business, entity, whatever it is, because you never know who needs your services, right? So that's one of the things, like going to these open mics, not open mics, but showcases and even music events, right? And just letting artists know, like, hey, I'm going to be there in the building. You know what I'm saying? If you want your footage, let me know. This is my pricing for the footage, right? So it's making it more like, hey, I'm here. I'm going to be there. You know what I'm saying? If you have somebody else, cool. I'm just making myself available for you, just to let you know I'm going to be there. So that's what I did with this event that's coming up today. And on Seven's event, his birthday bash event, which is going to be dope. And I'm going to make a video about that too, and my experience there, and Undrafted Media Group's experience there. And, we're going to do it again. You know what I'm saying? That's probably going to be like episode 8. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, the reflection time is, one, the reason why Undrafted Media Group was there was for Mighty Joe. I don't want them to listen. I was there for Mighty Joe. Mighty Joe hired and booked Undrafted Media Group to be there to follow him, to capture footage of him and his performance. That's what we were there for. Okay. All the other stuff is just extra stuff. All right. So Mighty Joe is priority. Reflection number 2. When the time comes to be available for that same event, but in a different caliber, it would be good to follow up with that event, since the event does not know who you are. Now, if Mighty Joe would have given my information to them, that would have been different, right? I don't believe that happened. So therefore, I could have. It says on the flyer, it says for more information, contact this number. You know what I'm saying? I could have contacted that number and just say, hey, do y'all got a videographer? Bam! It would have been done with. It would have been a deal. Either deal or no deal. You know what I'm saying? So, so that's a reflection as well. When it comes to like the angles and the footage that we actually captured, it's in the bag. It's in the bag. You got to be confident in what you do, and we are very confident in what we do here at Untrapped Media Group. So, listen, we just gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? Recap was fire. You know what I mean? Recap was fire, son. If you have not seen the recap once again, I strongly encourage you to look at the recap, fam. It's a fire recap. Had some good effects in there, you know what I'm saying? So listen, once again, shout out to Greenville Legacy Awards 3rd annual. I believe there needs to be more of this. And I say that because when you show appreciation and acknowledgement to people that are working hard in the communities day in, day out, they care about the community. They want to infuse love. They want to infuse respect. They want to infuse honor, integrity. Need to pour more into the cities. Just saying, that would be great to see that happen in all cities. You know what I'm saying? That are working hard to cultivate diversity. You know, so with that being said, this is Takeaway Tuesdays, episode 6. We in the mix, cooking like some grits. Listen, y'all want to get me started? Also, leave comments below, and if there's any ideas that you have that we can do on the channel, let us know, or anything that you would like to see more of, let us know. And we just gonna keep getting these, man. We just gonna keep getting this good content out there for you. Yo, once again, it's your boy Freddy. It's the 3rd. We making plays. Undrafted Media Group. Y'all check us out later, or check us out now. Blessings.
I feel a wave coming